Hi Virgos, this is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading for my Virgos, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and any cross watchers always welcome. Today we're going to ask Spirit, what is your person thinking and feeling? What are their thoughts? Where are their connection? Where is this connection headed? Anything Spirit wants to share with me about somebody that you are thinking of. So welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's new. I've had a lot of new subscribers recently. Very grateful. Thank you for joining us. Welcome back, everybody. And thank you to my Kathy's Angels for my membership, for supporting my channel. Spirit, please share with me for my Virgos. What is it that you have for us? What is it that you want me to hear? I am listening for you now. Let's see what we have. I have a reconciliation. Oh boy. Are we thinking of coming back? A reunion, a second chance, and I miss you. Okay. So for those of you that are thinking of somebody that we're missing, maybe we have a reconciliation. We will put that out there. Let's see what else we have. I have divine intervention, serendipity, something happening to bring us back together, or something happening that does bring us back together. Let's see what we have. I have a surrender, letting go, releasing. How about letting go of the silence is broken? You know, that I don't want to be in silence anymore. I'm going to tag this as a no contact so that, you know, anybody who's not interested in their past, then this reading won't be for you. But the silence is broken as a reconciliation, that somebody's ready to talk. I miss you. It's been too long is how it's just came into me. And I don't know, some of you are probably thinking, I don't want that back. I don't want that back. But for those of you that are interested in knowing, you know, no contact, let's see where this reading takes you. We have unfinished business. It's not over. Patterns of back and forth. Now that's always the hardest thing. You know, do I take them back? And, you know, you always risk this feeling of they're just going to do it again. Or, but some of us are lucky enough that we have learned a lesson. We realize that we really don't want to be together. And Spirit just said, and try harder. Okay. That somebody wants to try harder, that they realize what they're missing, or they realize that they really don't want to lose you and not have you in their life, you know. So I feel like something is really changing. I have a judgment that's coming into me as I'm getting to know myself. I'm getting to know the reasons why, something along those lines. I have a high priestess, little bit of what is your intuition saying. Your heart may be saying yes, your mind may be saying no way. But a little bit of a trust your intuition. Is your gut guiding you to give this person a chance? Are they capable of loving again? Spirit just said. So that might be something that you're struggling with. I have a Chariot. So I do want to move forward with this and look at the hands kind of coming towards me. A little bit of a take my hands, look into my eyes, you know. Look into my eyes. What do you see? I think you're going to see honesty. I think that you're going to see that they really do want to give this a chance. They really do want to try again or try harder. And if you do love this person and you know this person and you look into their eyes, you're going to be able to tell whether they are being truthful with you or not. And that's what you're going to have to go on. I'm trying to move on, but thoughts of you still linger and I can't control them. So no matter how hard it's been, at the end of the day, I'm still thinking of you. And that is usually the tell that I haven't gotten somebody out of my system, or we really are not done. And we are either going to continue on this journey together, or we are going to try one more time, get something out of our system, and then be done once and for all, especially for those of you that go back and forth. But are you willing to give them a chance? Our relationship was different and special. Other people didn't understand it. Now, there could be people in your life that think you're crazy, taking this person back over and over again. They could be saying, you know what, you're just stirring the pot, or you're going to get hurt again. But nobody else gets to decide. You're the only one that gets to decide. And maybe, you tell them, hey, I don't pick who you're supposed to be with. They don't understand the connection. They're not in the connection. They don't know this person the way you do. They don't love this person the way you do. So I always say nobody else gets a vote but you. So don't let anybody kind of tell you what to do. You're the only one who decides either way. Whichever way you want, it's your choice. I still feel your energy around me. I never believed in these things before, but I do now. So if it's a spirit soul connection, a spiritual connection, they could be feeling like, I swear to God, I hear your voice. Everything makes me think of you. You pop into my head at random times. So maybe they've had other relationships where they walked away from that person. They never looked back. And they didn't even have any feelings. They were just like, okay, I'm kind of hurt, but I guess it was over. But this is like, I'm hurting inside. I'm grieving for you. I'm not myself. So those things are starting to make them realize that there's more going on here. I worry that you've moved on and this is all in my head. Is it? Do you still think about me? I can guarantee you that if you're thinking about them, they're thinking about you. It's not one-sided. The person who just moves on and is like, oh, I don't even miss them anymore, they're lying to themselves. You don't just stop having feelings for somebody. You may want to move on with your life, but you don't just stop loving somebody one day. Like one day you love them and you care about them. And then the next day you're like, nope, I don't love that person anymore. Like that's not how it works. People have feelings and the feelings are attachment. And so you don't just move on that easily. I have a Knight of Cups. There's the feelings of love. The three little owls are interesting to me because it could be that we had interference. It could be that somebody interfered in this connection. And, is there a third person in this relationship? So if that's the case, then obviously you've got to make some hard decisions and push this energy away because it's not going to work. But there was a little bit of well, what about? What about so-and-so? Well, whatever happened with that? Are you still seeing that person? Are you still talking to that person? So something's going on with that for some of you, not all of you. I have a 7 of Cups. You've been with other people. You've been with a lot of other people. And they may even say that. I've met a lot of people since we've been apart. I've talked to a lot of people, but they're not you. And I don't get the same feelings from them that I do for you. I don't feel the same attraction. I don't feel the same connection. I don't want to talk to them the way that I can talk to you. And Spirit just said they always come back. Like this is somebody that, I don't know, I almost feel like they're a wandering soul and they just find their way home. I have a Devil. The Devil leads them to temptation. They want to do something they shouldn't be doing. They have a little bit of a, playing energy in them, playboy energy, playgirl energy. And there's something about that they just haven't been able to calm down. They got to get it out of their system is how I feel. I have an Ace of Cups. So I do feel like, honestly, that they really do love you and they have these feelings and their heart is opening. There is a tremendous sense of loss. I will say that. There's a tremendous sense of longing is another feeling that's coming into me. So this isn't as easy as you think it is on their side either. But I feel like something is going to change. Spirit, what is the change coming? What is the silence is broken? I have a 3 of Cups. There's the 3 again. I'm having a hard time with that 3 today. So we got to make sure that the 3 is not, it's a 2, not a 3. Okay. We got to make sure that's going on. I have a 5 of Swords. Yeah. Have you severed it? Look at, he's got like all these swords and knives. Have you severed some kind of connection? Because I need to know that you're no longer with that other person, that you chose wrong, or you pushed our energy away because you thought the grass was greener and it's not. So this feeling of, did you sever those cords? Is that over and done with? And some of you may forgive and forget and willing to give it another chance because we both made mistakes, Spirit's saying. And others of you are like, no way. There's no way this is coming back into my life. And that's okay too. 6 of Pentacles. There has to be an understanding, Spirit just said. There has to be, you've got to give me more. You've got to be more honest. You've got to be more open. You have to share more often. I can't do it all. I can't carry the weight of this relationship emotionally, where I'm the one who's always making sure it's working or not working, and I'm keeping it together. So we've got to both put in the effort. I do feel that. I have a 2 of Wands. I love this card. This is a new deck in my collection. It's a Trick or Treat Tarot. I got it on Amazon. It's new. But look at this card up close. It's this little witch who's got a map, and it's the 2 of Wands. And look at the maze behind her. So it's almost like she's planning how to get through that maze. And the 2 of Wands is looking at the big picture and kind of like in a big perspective, okay? Like a big cone, like what's ahead of me, okay? 3 of Wands is we are taking action and making plans. So you can see she's like preparing. She's looking at the map and she's like looking ahead, going, how the heck am I going to get over there? I've got to get to the other side of that maze. How do I do that? And when you're talking to somebody that's newly coming back into your life, that I would say that it's a maze. I would say that I've got to get through this, puzzle, because there's a lot of change directions. There's a lot of twists and turns. And I feel like you're trying to just kind of plot it, like, what do I do? And where do we go from here? I have a Devil. Is this person going to change? Is this person going to give up their old ideas, Spirit just said? So that is the first thing we have to address. Can I have a couple clarifiers on that, Spirit, please? I have a 8 of Wands, okay. And I have a Wheel of Fortune. So the 8 of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune to me are saying, I'm lucky to have you if you give me a second chance, okay? My energy is shifting. I want to try harder. I want to do better, okay? Now, somebody isn't going to come out and say those things. They're going to do things like, give me a chance, let me show you, let my actions show you, they're going to show you with their actions, okay? They're not going to say, I'm going to try harder. And I don't think people talk like that, but they're going to say, I just have realized that I really do love you and I want you in my life. And I'm sorry that we're both hurting. And what did they say a moment ago? It's been so long. Okay. Now, I don't care if that's a day or 10 months or a year. The distance between two people that still love each other, it's like you can feel that distance. And it's just painful. You can feel the distance between you. So that's what we're talking about, is they can feel the distance. It's been too long. I need to be closer to you. I have a 4 of Swords. We took a break. We rejuvenated. We cooled off. We healed. We put our swords down. 4 Swords is I'm coming back from that battle and I'm resting and I'm putting my swords down. I'm going to rest. And so let's stop the battle. And I have strength. God give me strength. Sometimes we need strength to try again. Sometimes we need, Spirit just said, hope that we both want this, but we both have to want it. Okay, it's not one person hoping for, you know, a second chance and just waiting indefinitely for that person. It's two people deciding that we are going to make this work this time. And whatever was going on before, we have eliminated, we've addressed, we've talked about, and we are praying, we're learning that we've learned some lessons so it doesn't happen again, because this is a recurring, an on again, off again connection. So we want to be careful with those. Time apart has helped me to appreciate you. Now, that would be nice. That would be nice. I took you for granted. I didn't realize how important you were in my life. I didn't realize all these little things that you did for me every day. I miss your voice. I miss holding you, you know, whatever it is. You were right about my issues. Okay, somebody's got some issues. My ego couldn't accept it at the time. Nobody wants to be told that they've got issues, right? Nobody wants to be told that you've got to work on this, or you got a problem, or you better do this. Like, nobody wants to be, you know, talked to that way. So sometimes that's just enough for somebody to say, I'm not doing this anymore, and you can't tell me what to do. So right now it's okay. I gave that some thought, and maybe you're right. Maybe I do have some issues I've got to address. I've got to take better care of myself. I've got to be more available. I got to put more time into this family, you know, whatever it is. It would break my heart to see you with anybody else. Usually this is what's going on, that they start to think that you're ready to move on, or they get wind that you are starting to date other people. You're not reaching out to them anymore. You're not asking about them anymore. They can tell, or they can physically feel that you aren't chasing them to beg them to come back. So this feeling of that means that you're going to want to find somebody else soon. And then it's a panic energy of, I don't want them to find somebody else. I don't want them to be with somebody else. So it could be just the fear of you're moving on. You know, at some point you do move on. At some point you say, you know, I'm not going to wait for you forever. This isn't, you know, how my life wants to go. I really thought that I could live without you. And I think that when we do a separation or a temporary no contact or something like that, they always think it's no big deal. Like, I'm just gonna, you know, I'm gonna be fine. And then all of a sudden the feelings come out, and they miss somebody, and they're lonely, and they hear you're with somebody else. And, you know, it's just, you know, nobody prepares you for your feelings. So I think that that's what's going on. But what I like is that Spirit is sharing this sense of the silence is broken, that somebody is ready to break the silence and to explain themselves, and to, I guess, meet you in the middle, that we both have to work on this and we both want this. So we're going to put this out to the universe, and we're going to ask Spirit to guide you both. I want to thank Spirit for these messages. How beautiful. I want to thank you for joining me today. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like button, hit the comments, claim it, own it, it's yours. If anybody would like to book a private reading with me, please check out my website at KathyMamolenPsychicMedium.com. In the meantime, I will see you guys all again in another Love Messages real soon.